King of games, bitch! Aw, man, I'm demonetized in the first 5 seconds. Wait, this channel isn't monetized. Hooray! No consequences! If anything, I scared away more commercial breaks for you people. You're welcome. What do you mean, you people? Uh-oh. Anyway, we're doing the King of Games in this episode. I doubt it would be the literal attempt. Let's be real here. When they mean Game King, they could just mean, like, a catch-all term or something like that. Like, I'm the King of Games. I play Monopoly like nothing else. Or something like that. Or maybe the new King of Games. King of Games is this one particular game and nothing else. Although, to be fair, it made more sense in the manga compared to the anime, where Yuta literally was basically the king of all games, whereas in the Dual Monsters anime, it's like, I am the king of games. This one particular game, which is like the only game we have. Which I guess we only have one game. You are the king of games to an extent. At what point would it be king of game? Meh. I'm overthinking a television show. Don't think too hard about it. It's for entertainment at the end of the day. As long as you're entertained, that's what really matters. Nothing wrong with having your thought experiments, your thinking, and all that stuff looking more in depth in the cloud, but don't go crazy either. It's a television show. It's a video game. Anyway, here we are in The Awakened, episode 10. We made it to the double digits, folks. I've said this out like 12 times now. I'm not saying it again. There will be no lucky number 13. One day we will go to mix.
Just remember, keep reaching for those stars and you'll do fine.
Reach for the stars, you might hit the moon.
I owe you one. Don't mention it. Good luck in the next round. Thanks. Whew, that was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Even I can't believe I pulled that off.
That lucky graceful cherry top decks.
Oh,
Those
here
lucky
it comes.
top decks.
I told ya! You dueled like a pro out there! Oh man, you should have seen the look on Tekai's face when you won.
He looked just like a Roblox
I thought
model.
I was looking at a ghost.
Yeah, you were right. Rub it in.
I'm sorry. What did you bozos call me? Newsflash, I'm still standing right here.
To quote Tom
Yeah,
Elkman
what's
from...
your point?
Yeah, I don't
Tekai,
care.
scared of my potential?
Oh my god, I'm surrounded by idiots. Why would I be scared of a bozo who won?
Dude,
one
that's me every time I log onto
Or
the
did
internet.
you
I'm surrounded by
forget that
idiots.
I have won countless duels compared to you at this point?
You won 31.
30
That's
wins, countless.
31.
Not the point.
You were
Dumb
one of
luck
those.
does not a duelist make.
I couldn't agree more.
Uh-oh.
You.
How do you do, fellow kids? It's not even a fake mustache.
Virgo, what are you doing here?
He's more
For the
casual clothes,
same
though.
reason you're here.
They have
To
a history with
defeat
each
the
other.
ones abducting the new generation of duelists.
That's you!
The Phantom Riders.
Or not.
What? What do you know about
With
the
the voice
Phantom
being so
Riders?
similar and the mask being so similar, I thought he was... I don't even know anymore.
Virgo, I told you to stay out of it.
They don't know he's a
You
Phantom
have
Rider, that's
fun.
entirely possible.
Last time I checked, Yuki, a king does not take orders from his subjects. So be a good little soldier and tend to the weak.
I don't see no crown on that head.
And last time I checked, you're not my king.
Is that really?
Even Takai's shaking in fear.
What's gotten into Tekai?
He must really be powerful.
Pale. Whoever this Virgo guy is,
He's reacting like Vegeta when he first saw Beerus.
in his boots.
I've had enough of this. I refuse to stand idly by while my fellow duelists are taken by terrorists. But if
Okay, he's
you're
not the same
going to
guy then.
stand in my way, Yuki,
It's just
I
the
might
voice
as well
filter.
just crush you here
Limitation
and
of only so many
You can
voices.
certainly try, mate, but I ain't going down without a fight.
now. Why are you always so stubborn?
Dunno. Maybe I picked it up from someone I know. Enough. Virgo, I was given strict orders from the Kuma brothers to retrieve you.
Sure. Why do those lousy politicians keep ruining my fun?
They're politicians, it's their job to ruin fun.
Cyrus can
I
have
noticed
at
you're
least
having
wait
fun
then.
here, but we made a
But
law
don't
that said
think
it
I'll
was
just
illegal
keep
or we
to the
fine you for
sidelines,
it.
Ruka. I will fight. Eventually.
There are three great evils in this
All the
world.
duelists become king of games.
The devil,
Why did it have to be
lawyers,
here?
and politicians. I'm not so
Apologies.
sure about that devil
It
one.
seems Master Virgo has been in a stir ever since the tournament started. I'm confused. Who is Virgo?
Figures the bozo doesn't know who the King of Games is. He's only the single most terrifying duelist to ever live.
To elaborate on Tekai's fears, he's the very top of the global circuit. He's what some call the pinnacle of the dueling world.
And I'm afraid those accusations are correct. Master Virgo is immensely powerful.
How much you want to bet he's
Even
the
one
big
of the global circuit's favorites, Kruger Varius, refused to climb any higher than he did because of how much fear Virgo instilled in him.
Really?
Can one duelist really become that strong?
In the dueling world, anything is possible.
He just looked at him in
He's the
some
main
fear.
reason I became a competitive duelist in the first place.
Really?
I promise you, when I am finished here, I'll take Virgo's crown for myself.
I
Herculean
saw how you
task,
were
I'm
shaking in
afraid. Even I
fear
admit
at
he's a
him
tough
now.
customer.
You expect me to believe that just
I
because you
don't
win this
care how
tournament, you'll
strong
take
he
him
is.
down?
I will defeat him. I'll become the new King of Games. You'll all see.
Well, it's good to give him a motivation of some sort. I just thought his
Well, I must
motivation
be
was
off.
going to be
I not only
get
have to tend to
the
Master
highest
Virgo,
number of
but
wins
I
I
have to
can.
prepare for my match as well. Oh, and Vincent Yuan, was it? The Kuma brothers saw your duel. They said it was fantastic.
Oh,
Wait, what?
really?
Hey yo, my
Thank you.
man's gotten noticed by Starfall CEOs!
I don't know whether I should see that as good or not.
Let's favor
While
good
he's
for
too
now.
Distracted, I better go stop Tekai before he catches up.
Getting noticed by sponsors is rarely a bad thing. You could get sponsored by Rusty's.
Where'd he go? Virgo, show yourself, you coward!
Not gonna work, mate.
Huh?
Once Virgo's left, it's now impossible to find him unless you
Oh
look
dang
in
it,
the
he
right
can
places.
Batman. He's
You
just
make
gone.
It sound like you know Virgo. What
And yes,
makes
Batman
you
is a
think he'd
verb.
hang out with a loser like
It
you?
is a noun and a
Oh,
verb.
I don't know. Maybe it's just my intuition. Ha!
Whatever. I don't need some dumb intuition to find him.
Whatever you say, mate.
But if I know Virgo, and I do, he'll probably be out at his usual spot near the wharf. He loves to look out at the buildings across the water and wonder what goes on in each window.
Huh. Staring off into space, in other words.
Aha!
You know,
There
you
you
could just
are.
cross the bridge and
I
go
know
and
you
see.
far too well by now, Virgo.
I'm not gonna. There's a
Why
toll
bother
there. I'm
hiding
not
out
paying
here
that
if
fee.
you wanted to fight.
Do you ever wonder what lives others have beyond our own?
Sometimes, but I just focus on my own life. Because if I focus on other people's lives too much, then I'm not improving my own.
The kindness they give.
All the time. I sometimes wonder why people even bother fighting, even when they know it's a losing battle. But
Right
why
thing to
bring
do.
that up? Or is this about the Phantom Riders abducting others?
They're afraid.
Of you.
What?
They're afraid of us, of our potential.
Uh oh, he's giving a villain
Why else
monologue.
would they steal those duelists from us? Why else would they brainwash them into helping them with their twisted ideals? It's because they were a threat to their plans. They were our weapons, and they turned them against us.
Virgo, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? Why are you so fixated on this?
I'm tired of hiding. If they want to steal what's precious to us, then they'll have to get through me.
So we're doing this then? Fine. I can't talk you out of it. So I'll
we're-
let my cards speak for
So we're
me.
dueling just to talk
Now
you out
we're
of this
finally
language.
speaking my
This
language.
crazy talk.
Just don't say I didn't warn you, Virgo.
Let's do it.
At least odds are we're gonna cut away.
Get ready.
Oh, really? They're actually
'cause the
seeing the
first
duel
move's
itself.
mine.
We're just gonna cut the King of
First I'll
Games.
summon
My
Starlight.
draw! Cut! And then we cut back
Then I'll
later.
set 2
I
cards
told you
face
you were
down.
no match for me.
That ends my turn.
Then it's my turn.
Oh wait, no, we're actually seeing. I'm still using the
I
cliche.
activate the lair of darkness.
You don't want to keep
Right,
the ultimate
so
evil
he's using that deck.
afraid. But wait, that deck, so he's got multiple decks.
Welcome to my world. You're gonna hate it here. While
Thanks,
this
I hate
field
it.
spell is on my field, all all monsters have their attributes changed to dark.
Which isn't good for Starry
Now I
Nights.
summon Alice.
Now how am I gonna use my
Lady
honest?
to attack.
Hello.
But she won't be staying for long, because I'll be tributing her and your seal for my monster in my hand.
Darkest
Wait, my
Diablos.
monster?
Now appear.
Or Duke Shade, that works too.
The sinister Shadow
Seems to
Lord.
Diablos.
What the? How did you tribute my monster?
My lair of
I
darkness.
told you, you're in my world now. Thanks to the lair of darkness, I can tribute your monsters for my effects, even though I do not control them.
Out of all the times he's dueled me, he's never once done that. Something's changed.
And Duke Shade gains 500 attack for every monster I tributed to special summon him.
Still only
Since I
1500.
tributed 2, that's 1,000 extra attack points. But he's not the only thing being summoned.
Cards retributed. Oh no.
What could he possibly be summoning?
Darkest Diablos. Lord of the Lair.
Not him.
Where there is light, there must be darkness. Where there is order, chaos must arise. Bear witness to the ruler of this lair, O you trespasser. Now emerge, Darkest Diablos, the Lord of the Lair!
This isn't good. But he still can't wipe me out.
Diabolos. Never thought I'd see him this soon.
Now you'll see how serious I really am. As you probably know, Diabolos can be special summoned from my hand or my graveyard.
He's got a backup
whenever
rider,
a
will still
dark
survive
monster
this
is
turn.
tributed for my effect. And while he is on my field, you can't tribute him or target him with any card effects. Now the tributed Alice's effect triggers, allowing me to search my deck for another fiend monster whose attack and defense equal exactly 2,000.
1000, 1000.
So I'll add Lilith,
Or that.
Lady of Lament, for my deck to my
That works
hand.
too.
Battle. Duke Shade, crush his light hands.
Oh, no, you don't. I wouldn't get too reckless, Virgo. I activate my face down quick play spell, Celestial
Nice.
Transformation. It allows me to special summon a
Come
fairy
on,
type
Jill
monster
and
from
Duo.
my hand immediately. So I summon Starry Night Orbitile.
That works too. 2100 defense. That'll do the job quite well. Even with half attack points,
Fine.
can't get over the
Then I'll have
defense.
Diabolos be the one to destroy that pest. Go, Diabolos. Eradication Blaze.
Yeah! At least I protected my life points.
For now. I'll set one card face down. And then I'll activate Field Barrier. That'll protect my lair of darkness. And speaking of which, its effect triggers during my end
Giving
phase.
torment
If
tokens.
any monster was tributed during this turn, I could summon a torment token for each monster tributed. That ends my turn.
Dang, still as aggressive as ever. If I don't turn this around now, he'll destroy my life points before I can even blink. And if I know his strategy, that face down has to be a virus card.
My draw.
I want to go first.
Huh?
No way. You went first last time.
Flashback ensues.
I'm gonna beat you this time, Virgo. In your
They were childhood
dreams, you
friends.
see, I'll be the one to become king of games. We'll see
Some of the
about
ultimate
that.
Diablos in
Just get
CR.
it, CRU. Finish him off, Diabolos.
It's like kind of charming, especially with how they got their revolve forms.
Virgo,
one with the path of light
listen
and the
to
other
me.
of darkness.
I don't care what it takes. We will stop the Phantom Riders. But fighting like this is completely pointless. I'm not your enemy. I'm your best friend.
What are you talking about? Do you really expect the power of friendship to defeat the Phantom Riders?
Well, this is based
No,
off of a
I'm
shonen
saying we
manga,
should be working
so
together to
kind
take
of.
them on. You can't just do this by yourself. We have more at our disposal than you realize, Virgo.
Wait, are you talking about that Vincent kid you lost to?
So what if I am? I'm just saying that we don't need to shrug off help when it's right there. Well, what's so funny?
You haven't changed one bit. Always looking at the bright side of things.
Oh. Who said that was a bad thing?
I did.
Let's finish this duel.
With pleasure.
It's nice to know they came around to sense.
I
Now they're
activate
just
the
playing
spell
for fun.
Starry Night Balefire. It allows me to search my deck for a Starry Night
Yeah,
monster
Happy
or a
Freddy's just
level
be
7
like,
light
no,
dragon
I'm
type
too
monster
lost
to
in
add
my
to
ways.
hand.
You can't change my
So
mind
I'll
now.
add Starry Night, Starry
What
Dragon
about
to
the
my
other way?
hand.
We're just like,
Look
nah,
to
you
the
know what, you're right,
stars,
we're friends.
Virgo,
Let's be
'cause
chill.
here I come.
Bring it on!
Consider it brought, because Balefire's additional effect allows me to summon the monster I just added to my hand, since I have no monsters, but you control a dark monster. So welcome to the duel, partner, Starry Night, Starry Dragon!
Ciaru's all grown
At
up.
last, your ace monster.
The entire field is roaring and ready for battle.
Diablo seems happy to see her too.
Long
And
time
I'm
no
sure
see.
you remember what my dragon could do, right? If not, allow me to refresh your memory. Whenever Starry Dragon is summoned from my hand, she can destroy one card on your field. Right entry!
Bye, field barrier.
And without your field barrier in the way, your Lair of Darkness is open season.
Good thing you had that field barrier,
Your
or the layer would be
confidence
gone.
is misplaced.
That's so.
I activate my face
he's a
down
virus card, he was
Grinning
right.
Gray Virus. This trap needs me to tribute one monster with 3,000 or less attack points to activate it. And thanks to the Lair of Darkness, I contribute your
Ciaru.
monster. Goodbye, Starry Dragon.
No!
Yeah.
Piss. Now you're forced to destroy one monster from your hand or your deck for every 500 attack
That's
points the
5.
tribute monster had.
Shoot! I was hoping you would have been full force virus instead.
Yeah, I do be like that. Like, I hope it's this trap card. No, it's the other one.
Worse, Starry Dragon had 2,500 attack, so I gotta destroy 5 monsters in total. But maybe I can use that to my
Oh?
advantage.
Oh yeah, set up graveyard
Alright,
effects.
Virgo, I'll destroy these 5
Okay,
monsters
so
from my
I think
deck.
that's Telfun. That's one that was from the R manga. Alright.
And now that that's
A bunch of
taken
Star
care
Knight
of,
cards.
Grinning Gray Virus's additional effect kicks in.
I get to see your hand.
Now for the next 3 turns, since I tributed a monster with more than 2,000 attack points, I get to look at all cards you draw, and if any monsters are among them, they are destroyed. And monsters destroyed by this effect cannot activate their effects the same turn
Ah,
you're
crap.
destroyed.
I'm full aware of how your trap works, Virgo, but I'll be ready for you
Oh.
regardless.
I can set the Luminized trap in my hand, and during his turn, I can pull a 180 by using Flamel's effect to first add Starry Dragon to my hand, then use Orbitile's effect to summon itself in defense mode.
Not a terrible plan.
Finally, I can use Estelle's
He's
effect
got a
to
perfect
activate
plan,
the
all
tribute
figured out, he
monster,
knows exactly
and
what he's
summon
going to
Starry
do.
Dragon destroy Lair
This
of
is going to
Darkness with
fail.
effect.
I set one
This is
card
not a
face
surprise.
down
Whatever
and
they're
pass my
explaining
turn
their
to you,
plans in the
Virgo.
Yu-Gi-Oh show, they're
Time
doomed.
to end this. I draw.
Hold your horses, Virgo. During your standby phase, I have a few effects to activate. First, I banish Starry
As I
Night
called
Flamel
by.
from my graveyard
No!
to activate his quick effect. He lets me add Starry Dragon back to my hand. And then Orbitile's effect activates from my graveyard, allowing me to summon her in defense mode.
Just as predictable
Uh-oh.
as ever.
Huh? What are you?
I activate Diabolos's effect. By tributing one monster, he forces one card from your hand to be put back on
And
the
there
top
goes the
of
Starry
your
Night
deck.
Ciaru.
And thanks to the Lair of Darkness, I contribute your
Gah.
Orbitile.
No, this can't. Orbitile!
I told you, your confidence
I'm not the
is
king for
misplaced.
nothing, bitch.
And now, for your hubris of thinking you can defeat the king, I shall now pass judgment. Go, my monsters! Destroy his life points!
Even after all this time, I still can't beat him?
He is the king of games. Damn. Yeah, it sucks when there's one person you can't beat. It doubly sucks when they're your friend.
Listen to you.
Can't just let me win
But
one
I
time,
admit,
brother.
you
Just
are
once.
correct about us needing reinforcements. I'll look into who this Vincent is, and see for myself if his dueling skills are worth our time.
Virgo, that's all I ask. And for the love of God, stop brooding.
Why not?
It is
Zane spent
not
most
a
of
good
GX
look
by
on
a
you.
lighthouse looking out the
No
into the
promises.
stars. Okay, that's hyperbole, but it's what I remember in Best 4, or one
Good
of
to
the
see
things anyway.
Yuki and Virgo are still the same hot-blooded duelists despite the circumstances.
Some things never
But
change.
who is this Vincent Yuan that even Yuki has taken interest in?
Alright, well that's an episode. It's amazing how we just introduce suddenly a new character and it's like, oh dang, this actually has some pretty deep depth to it. Usually when it's like, it introduces a new character so late, it's like, man, I wish I had more time to set you up, which of course is true, but we actually established it pretty dang well. I don't know. Am I making sense? It's like, usually when it's introduced this late in the game, it feels sort of rushed and out of nowhere. But this actually, well, it's like, oh, he's the king of games. He's the greatest guy ever. No one could beat him. But it's like, actually, there's more nuance to him. That I do like that detail. Like, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going all over the place. Let me try again. I'm so used to the in Yu-Gi-Oh shows where it's like, this is the strongest duelist ever. No one can beat him. They're the best of the best, and you all suck dick. But this one, it's like that. All of that is true, but there's more layers to him than that. He has a past. He feels like his weight is best, but he's willing to listen to others' point of view, especially the view of his best friend. He is trapped in a world of darkness, but he's not unable to see the light, I guess. Of course, nothing is wrong with solely the one-dimensional character of like, I'm the best of the best, no one can beat me. That isn't bad by itself, but it's nice to see an extra layer to it than just that character. Because that's the thing about this series. You go and it's like, okay, here's your one stereotype. But it's like, no, there's some more depth to it than just the one stereotype. I mean, there was the water guy, but it was literally a throwaway duel. Just Dorado starts duel, Dorado wins duel. End of the time we see that guy. That's perfectly fine for that guy to be one-dimensional. But if we're going to be a major character, we need more than just one note, obviously. Because we're going to need something more Liam. I do like that the Starry Night dude had a bit of a history with him, and their dragons evolving with them over time. It is a bit of a shame that he loses. Like, I get the whole King of Games thing. It's like, I'm undefeatable, and I wasn't expecting the Starry Night guy to pull up an upset or anything like that. But it's still like a, man, I've never defeated him. It's like, ugh, that really kicks in the nuts. It's not even like, it's just that he's always been better. It's not even the fact of like, he's always been better, but I've gotten the win once or twice or that sort of thing. Like, once or twice I put up the upset, which caused him to get better as a result of that. Just like, no, I'm just better. The end. End of discussion. Like, I've got those guys, I've got those friends who just like, man, they are really good at this game. But once or twice, I pull up the upset. Although, to be fair, 50 losses versus 1 win, that's not exactly balanced. I mean, victory is sweet when you've tasted defeat, but it doesn't change the fact that you've tasted defeat. I think that's the whole lesson with Zark. Just like, winning doesn't mean anything if you've never lost. But yeah, I do like that sort of development for the... Because for him to cause Tekai to be shaking in fear, it's like, oh god, not him. Anyone but him. It's like, damn, Takai's always acting like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I am the greatest thing to ever exist ever. So to have Tekai be like, oh no, actually shows how so strong and terrifying this guy is. The deck of, yeah, the Darkest Lair deck is still pretty damn annoying, though. I mean, it's probably not even his main deck, because he said, oh great, not this deck, which means he has more than one, or at least implies it. But just the fact that it even established that frickin' one guy dropped out of the entire tournament just is like, you're in this? Never mind. Like, I at least give it a fighting chance, I guess, but I don't know, I don't live in this world with this stuff. I don't know. Even if it's a losing effort, it's like, I'm still going to bring you my all, but the starting guy didn't even do a single point of life point damage now that I think about it. It was just like, no, I'm on top this entire game. I mean, he brought Lord of the Lair is a very annoying deck to deal with, no doubt about that. Don't think it's ban-worthy, should stay off the ban list, everything about that. But it's still really annoying. Oh yeah. But... yeah, it was nice to see that sort of thing. It's like he has a patch with a shadow with the Starry Night guy, and if there's anyone who's going to reach to him, it's him. You know, he's not unreachable. He's just lost and confused and wants to stop this whole thing. You know, he's not lost in his ways. That is good to see. Like, he can be brought back to reality. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I probably am. I do that a lot, in case you haven't noticed. In the past, what have we had, 10 episodes? Yeah. But him just brooding off to the side and just being like, what's the point of all this? You know, ever wonder what lives other people live? Well, sometimes, but I try not to think about it too much. It's too... It is one of those... It is one of those things just like, man, how are other people able to go about their days when all this stuff's happening to me? It's like, well, you're not the main character of life. That's not how this works. It's very selfish thinking, but I mean, we all like to think of ourselves as the main character. I, however, am a side character in someone else's story. I'm the comic relief. Anyway, yeah. Good episode and way to introduce the King of Games. Could have been, you know, one-dimensional character, but actually showed some depth to him. And he's still willing to accept some help from Vincent. And that guy who was watching them, there's clearly more to him than meets the eye as well. He knows some things, but he's also wants to know some more things, I guess. So, yeah. And Vincent coming around has brought them great interest, and should only bring them further interest in future, especially with what Vincent has. The Room. But no watching on the bad guys this time, but they weren't pathetic for this one. Because after all, we haven't seen Dorado in a couple episodes either, but it's still like, you know what, we didn't need him, so why include if he's not necessary? Yeah, fan service, of course, he's a fan favorite character, so it would make sense, but we don't want to overplay the fan favorite characters, because then it's like, oh god, go away. The Shadow the Hedgehog effect. It's like, he's such a fan favorite character, we should put him in everything. Oh god, people are getting really sick of Shadow. Let's give him a couple games away, a break from him for a couple games. And then he came back and it was a favorite again. I don't know. Sometimes you just need a break. Anywho, I'm getting off topic and I'm now talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, so I think that's my sign to stop. So I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Looking forward to what comes next, especially Tekai's next duel. He's next on the list, I imagine. So let's see what happens then. Until next time, check out Killer and Faith in your own time. Goodbye.